As many of you may remember, a couple weeks ago I took some of my old jewelry to the Gold and Silver Exchange. I wanted to find out whether I had anything of value hidden away at home, and I was almost surprised to find that my former treasures netted me hundreds of dollars in cash.
That package really raised my eyebrows. So Terri decided to follow in your footsteps to see whether she could cash in on the high price of gold. What she discovered surprised her. Take a look.
Okay, I had to follow in Rachel's footsteps to come here to the Gold and Silver Exchange. So I went through my jewelry box knowing that Rachel was able to pay off that Vitamix, her wonderful Christmas present, by selling some jewelry that she really didn't wear for a long time. So I went through my jewelry box and found just a few necklaces. Our executive producer, Christine Calso, came in with a box of items. She was curious to see exactly what the value of this is, and I actually wrote down a number here, a secret number. This is how much I think I'd be happy with. I don't even know if this is really gold in this bag. So I came here to Paul Bean at the Gold and Silver Exchange to find out exactly what kind of treasures we have here. Okay, Paul, this is from Christine Kelso, our executive producer. I want to keep these separate because she went through her jewelry box at home, and you can see this is probably like what a lot of people have. There's just kind of a combination of different items in here. So if somebody brought this in, what would you do?
Well, the first thing we do is we determine on a real quick basis what's real and what's not real potentially.
Okay.
So,
well, let's move this over to one of your great assistants here.
Experts here, and she will go through the process.
All right. Well, she's working on that. I'm very curious to see if this is even gold. I mean, honestly, this has probably been in my jewelry box for about 25 years. You can tell how dated it is, right?
25? What were you, 12?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
12 years old. Okay, so the process starts with somebody just bringing in a hodgepodge of items, right?
Right, exactly. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to separate these out by carat weight. We make a little pile like this. And then...
Can you tell, is this even really gold?
Well, the first way, we got a million ways to figure it out. The easiest way is use a simple household magnet.
Oh.
And this is something you can do at home. Is just run, see that?
So that's not gold?
Well, there's metal in there, which tells us that there's not enough gold in there for us to purchase. It's mostly metal. It might be gold-plated or it might be gold-filled, but this is not gold, so to speak.
Okay, so it's kind of costume jewelry.
Correct.
You just set that aside.
So that one, unfortunately, goes down. Now, this one I can pretty much tell by looking at it. It's 14 karat. It's usually on the clasp. You can look at it yourself, and you view it. It says 14 karat, and we go, okay, this is probably 14 karat. And then we look at this one, and it says the same thing right on the clasp there. That again is 14 karat. And then what we would do, the second thing we would do is what we call the rub test, where we basically rub a little scratch right on this stone, just like that. I don't know if you can see it with the camera or not. And then we take the acid. This is 14 karat gold acid. Okay. So we want to determine if this is 14 karat. So what we do is we drop a little drop of acid on there, and if the gold doesn't disappear under the acid, then it's probably okay. And in this case, I don't know if the camera can pick it up.
Oh, the gold stays.
You're still seeing the gold.
Does that mean money?
That means money.
All right, that means money. I'm so excited. So I can't imagine that these two necklaces are worth more than, I wrote down $40. I mean, even $50. I'd be happy to pay for my addiction to really high-priced coffee for a week or so. But you're thinking that maybe I might do a little better than that, huh?
Oh, yeah, I think so. You have roughly 6 grams, 6.2 grams. There's 31.1 grams in an ounce, troy ounce. Then you got to calculate in that 14 karat is 58% gold. Okay. It's not pure. 24 karat is pure. Okay. So you got to calculate in that. You got to calculate in our profit, the refinery's profit. Difference is what you get. That's how we do it.
Okay. I'm hoping for $40.
$40. Let's just see. How's $120.60 sound?
That sounds pretty good. I think you got yourself a deal here.
All right.
I'm a believer. So if you have any items that you're even curious about, bring them to the Gold and Silver Exchange. Paul and his staff will be happy to take a look through, evaluate. You're under no obligation at all to even sell the gold or silver. if you bring it here, but it's a great way to see if you have some extra money in that jewelry box, something you don't wear anymore, that could turn into maybe even a spring break trip. Who knows?
Nice. Okay, Terry's guess was $40. She received $120. The same happened for me. I thought it was about $200, $250 for the gold. I had close to $600 worth, and I wasn't even certain I was going to sell. But then I said, sure.
Yeah, right.
I said, that's worth it. That's worth a lot more than I thought it was.
$220.
So.
It's like what, half a Vitamix for her.
Yeah. She's on her way slowly. The folks at the Gold and Silver Exchange are experts, and they offer you a free evaluation of your gold and silver. You are under no obligation to sell them. They do the evaluation of your gold and silver right there at the counter, so you can watch the entire process. It's really fascinating.
Yeah, and the Gold and Silver Exchange has 3 locations in West Michigan. 28th Street in front of Woodland Mall, next to TGI Fridays. Also in Jenison at Cottonwood and Baldwin, next to the Radio Shack, and also in Greenville, inside the Meijer store.
With the great prices of gold and silver right now, I was amazed to discover how much money was literally hidden in my own jewelry box. My husband and I, as Terri said, gave ourselves a great Christmas present, our Vitamix, which is a super superb blender. Paul and his staff are so knowledgeable, and it really was a great experience.
And they also buy silver, sterling silver, platinum, and gold and silver coins. And
Amazing.
if I can just figure out someone who can melt down my children's toys and give me money for it.
A big plastic heap.
I'm just drowning in my house, right?
When you find it,
Yeah,
let me know. I'm all over that.
Need some toys?
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Your all-access pass to everything West Michigan.